This is Eagle Al, and today it's all over. It's over. Let's get straight into it.
There's definitely times, I mean, even when you look out the course of the season, what I tell my guys, the O-line, no matter what the fucking scoreboard is, you play, no slopping, no fucking clapping your hands, no sulking after bad plays. You go up to the line of scrimmage like nothing fucking happened, like a robot. And, I think something that's needs to be addressed, as far as concerning next season. You don't want to give your opponents anything. I mean, they see that shit on film, sulking, bad body, all this stuff. You can't give your opponents anything. So
I'm gonna take my loss on the chin like a man. You know what I mean? I just want to say shout out to all the players that I talked to yesterday who did what they said they was going to do. Fletcher Coxsack, Brandon Graham, Jalen Carter, Josh Sweat. Quez Watkins, man, it ain't personal, man. But you ain't shit, man. You gotta get the fuck out of here, man. Motherfucking Bradberry, I asked you, was you ready, man? You look me in my motherfucking eyes and said you was ready. I didn't know what you was talking about. You was ready to go the fuck on vacation. The fuck is going on, man? You supposed to be fucking elite. I'm done, man. I'm fucking done, man. I can't believe this shit, man. Y'all got fucking Baker fucking Mayfield. Baker fucking Mayfield. He been on fucking 14 fucking teams in 3.5 fucking months. Y'all got this nigga looking like fucking Tom Brady, fucking Roger Staubach, and fucking Joe Montana, man. Fuck!
Usually I try to give y'all clips and, make the video more entertaining. But y'all might have to look at my ugly face this whole video. Because I just don't got it in me to edit. I don't. I'm just give y'all raw footage of my initial reaction. We lost. What happened this game? Everything we complained about. I mean, everything we complained about happened this game. Why don't you use DeAndre Swift more? Well, he ran the ball 9-10 times off the top of my head. Why you take DeAndre Swift out in the second quarter? Did that. Hell, even people that complained about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts can't beat the blitz. Couldn't beat the blitz. People that complained about the scheme. The scheme sucked. When I say I'm watching that fucking game, I'm watching it. I'm watching that game. Ooh, that's something I usually edit it out, but you guys got to see it. I'm watching the game. I'm like, the middle of the field is open the whole freaking game. Middle of the field is open. Couldn't work the middle of the field. We still trying to work the outside. Most of our big plays came from the middle of the field. Abandon it. Okay. What else happened that game? You see why AJ Brown's worth $25 million a year. Quez Watkins gotta get up out of town. Gotta do it. I don't see the speed anymore. I don't see it. I don't see no heart, no passion, no nothing. You look like straight garbage out there. Dallas Goedert had some big drops, but he also showed up a couple times. Just keeping it real. Also, that sideline thing with him and Jalen Hurts, he explained it. He said he was more like mad at himself. Like the sideline issue looked crazy, but he was saying like, man, he ran the wrong route or something like that. And speaking of routes, remember I think it was like the first second passing play. Why is Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert running a vertical on the same? Like you just putting traffic all in one spot. Them verticals, man, was something. Them verticals and curls. You decide to run curl routes doing blitz. We gotta be for real. In Madden, we know not to run no curl route during no blitz. You try to bring somebody off the middle, try to screen it or something to offset the blitz. I don't know what I was watching, man. I really don't. It looked like I was watching high school football. I'm dead serious. High school football. Defense tried. They tried. At some point, they just gave up. James Bradberry got picked on once again. Avante Maddox completely lost it. It's not good at all. I think Matt Patricia called this best game in my opinion, but he got lucky with some drops, so got to get rid of him. And the offense, I don't know who to blame. I really don't. It just shambles after shambles after shambles. And what made this more sad, and I'm not the dude that really I used to as a kid a lot, but now that I'm grown, I really try not to cry about sports. But watching Jason Kelsey on the sideline, thinking about like, damn, think about this. Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, and Jason Kelsey, their legacy or their last game or last games of their career, they will be part of the Eagles' epic collapse history. Not only that, you got smacked by Baker Mayfield out the playoffs. I would have accepted the Super Bowl loss and them retiring than a Baker Mayfield loss. Then you retire. That's the saddest of the saddest. That's sad, bro. This team, man, it was frustrating all year. Even going 10-1, let's be honest. It was just frustrating. That 1-5, that was the end. That was the epic collapse. That was it. Teams figured us out. This team cannot stop the blitz because they like long developing routes. They like to run to the outside. They don't work the middle. We just became predictable. Certain personnel come in. Oh, Jack Stoll coming in. Oh, it's either a run or a QB draw. I know that. And I'm just a YouTuber and a fan watching the game. Oh, they gonna sub out DeAndre Swift in the second quarter. So now your offense just look less dynamic. This scheme bodied us. Bodied the mess out of us. This probably the happiest I've seen Howie Roseman after a loss. He shook every player hand. So obviously he don't think it's the players. He think it's the coaching. Jason Kelsey and these dudes going out to Baker Mayfield. Jason Kelsey crying about a Baker Mayfield loss. These dudes shouldn't be able to even look themselves in the mirror. They can't, man. Got my guy crying over a Baker Mayfield loss and don't want to talk to the media. And I'm seeing some media like, yo, and I'm not saying Jalen Hurts had the best game, but to not, like, I see dudes like Elliott Shore Parts and not to put no blame on the offensive scheme. What game did you watch? What game did he watch? Offensive scheme, man. Garbage. And I'm telling you what's going to happen. Brian Johnson is probably going to be hired as a head coach. And it's going to be questioned by a lot of media, big media, local media. I'm not saying he's going to turn the team around, but he's going to develop one of these dudes, either that quarterback in Tennessee, either Bryce Young. They're going to look a lot better. And people are going to say, where the hell was that offense last year? And I'm telling you, it was Nick Sirianni, man. It was Nick Sirianni. My only fear going into the offseason, if we fire Nick Sirianni and get a new head coach or whatever, my only fear is Howie Roseman. Because he's going to want to hire a puppet. Then the same thing is going to happen. We're going to go on a crazy run, have a nice season, and that insane head coach, that puppet head coach, think he's going to be able to take over. He was a puppet the whole time and lose. And I brought this up. Who really gave credit to Nick Sirianni going to the Super Bowl? I'm telling you, the ego, man. Nobody gave his ass credit. Brian Johnson for developing Jalen Hurts. Even people gave praise to Jonathan Gannon for the defense looking good. People gave praise to Shane Steichen. People gave praise to Howie Roseman for getting the players. And Nick Sirianni was just a body. And when he got himself involved this season, we looked terrible. Terrible. Epic collapse, man. We had a chance to be the first seed. Failed. Second seed. Failed. Fifth seed. And we got one of the easiest paths to at least the NFC Championship game. Failed. I'm telling you, man, this team, hard to watch, man. It's hard to watch this team. It was hard all season, man. Again, I'm with some of y'all. At this point, I'm just happy it's over. I'm happy it's over. You know, as far as me, of course, the content not going to stop. We're going to talk about a lot of off-season things. Oh, speaking of off-season things, I'm not sure if I brought this up, but Josina Anderson brought up like, yo, there's going to be some unpredictable changes in the NFC East. And when the Cowboys lost, they like, is that change going to be made? She was like, no, one more team got to play Monday. She hinting it's going to be some changes with the Eagles. You can't go into the next season with almost the same coaching staff thinking, yeah, we're going to be good. No. And a lot of people said like, yo, I think the Eagles ending the season was possibly the worst team, even at Panthers level. And I could say this about the Panthers. At least the Panthers compete. It was a 9-0 game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We couldn't even do that. We made Baker Mayfield look elite. His numbers could have been a lot better. He could have easily had 400 or 500 yards. Just drops. Simple drops. That defense. Then Slay looked like he possibly broke a hip or something like that. To go out like that, not good, man. It was sad to see Slay laid out on the field like that. It was sad to see, man. That's why I said when everything imploded, everything, injuries, bad coaching, penalties, can't beat the blitz. Well, at least towards the end, the defense start looking soft. The linebackers. And this is something nobody's bringing up. No culture, man. No culture. Definitely on the defensive side. How many of them dudes are homegrown? Not the linebackers. Not really the safeties. The culture look weak. Look weak, man. Again, it's over. It's over, man. And we went out sad. We went outside, man. Went outside. Tampa Bay Buccaneers wasn't even a fight. I mean, Tampa did everything in their power for us to win. Oh, we're gonna give y'all the ball. Oh, Baker Mayfield tried to throw us a pick. They just letting us hang in. And what also make it sad, they were showing like camera angles of Todd Bowles and stuff. Just he's literally laughing at the offense. He was laughing at the offense. That's how terrible we were. He was laughing at this offense. Complete joke, man. Complete freaking joke. Man. But I will say one thing. One thing that was positive. Devontae Smith is a number one anywhere else. I mean, anywhere else. He showed he can take over a game. He really can. But bad coaching hinder him too. He can take over a game. Man, if you just ran more slants, hit the middle of the field more. That middle of the field again was wide open because they sending the nickel blitz. But shout out to Devontae Smith, man. He came to play. He came to play very disappointing season. Man, I was watching the Cowboys content creator cry on camera about his Cowboys losing. And it was something he said that I can relate to. Like just having love for a team. People that's not connected to a team and just players, I gotta salute y'all, man. Because being emotional, connected to a team, it hurts. Because it's gonna happen like in a month or two, the draft. I'm back all in. I'm back all in, man. But some changes gotta be made. Heartbreaking loss. I mean, implosion. Cowboys choke. We collapsed. Epic collapse. And it was just bound to happen. You know, I was trying to compare us to the Ravens. The thing with the Ravens that year when they were sinking and then they did their thing, they always believed in hardball. They did. They believed in the leadership in the locker room like Ray Lewis. We didn't have the coach, man. We didn't have the coach to believe in. It's just simple as that. I don't care what these dudes tell you. They're like, yeah, Nick Sirianni or Brian Johnson. I don't care what they tell you. The coaches killed this team. Then killed us slowly. Hell, if you were going to have a bad season, have it all the way. Win 5 games. Give us a good draft pick. Get somebody. You know, do what we got to do. But to 10-1, to beat the Dolphins, the Chiefs, and the Cowboys. Then just to end the season like this. Sad. You get blown out by the Giants and then the Buccaneers. Sad, man. Sad. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, man. Again, it ain't over for Eagle Owl. Of course, rumors and everything. I will talk about it. We're going to talk about it, see what's going on. Seem like a lot of big changes will be made, so it's going to be a fun off season to see what we do. Are we going to hire another puppet? Is Nick Sirianni here to stay? Again, if Nick Sirianni here to stay, and I will keep my word like in my last videos, you got to just hire good coordinators and pay them that bag. And tell them like, look, Nick Sirianni, you ain't taking this play calling from such and such, whoever we hire. You're not the guy. You're just the guy to energize the players. Let that play caller call the plays on the offense. Let that defense run this scheme. That's it. You're just a face. That's the only way I see us keeping Nick Sirianni. Only way, man. But for real, I'm gonna really go ahead and wrap this up. I'm just brain dumping on y'all. But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel about the news? Sad to see, man. Sad to watch, but we all knew it was coming. We all knew. But this is Eagle Owl, man. I'm up.